Hi, I'm David Johnston with SteadyBits, and I want to personally thank you for purchasing a MojofloCam. And what we're going to show you is how to get your flow on. And it'll come in a package similar to this. Comes in two parts. We'll go ahead and bring those out. And what we have here is the MojofloCam device and the cell phone top. And you can use a small point and shoot on the 1/4 thread and follow the similar steps, but we're going to show you how to get your balance with the cell phone. So we'll put the cell phone top on. That screws on the 1/4 thread, and we want this in the forward position. So we'll go ahead and lock that in. We want this groove here to be parallel with the top threaded rod. And then you put your cell phone on top and we tighten that down. Loosen this front screw here and we'll squeeze that down and tighten it on in the center position. And a good way to test it out is to grab your device. You don't want that moving on you. We wouldn't want that to fall down. So that way you know it's on good and tight. And then the next thing to do is to see where the threaded rod is. And what I mean by that is that we want this to be slightly weighted so it swings down and slowly into position. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that threaded rod out because we know it was all the way to the top there. I'm going to bring that out some. And that's where the magic happens, is when we get this perfectly weighted out. So this is just the first step to that. So it's still weighted to the cell phone side. We're going to bring out the threaded rod, and that's how we increase weight from the gimbal. So it will swing down slowly. There we go. Okay, so that may be close. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put it in position. And what I mean by that is that the top threaded rod is right to left, and then the bottom threaded rod goes front to back. They're perpendicular to one another. And then I kind of call it putting in the crosshairs. So you kind of see that it makes an X there. And then I'm going to grab the handle, and we're kind of going to see where we are roughly with the balance. All right, looks like we're tilting to the left a little bit, so I'm going to bring the threaded rod to the right until we get that horizontal, our cell phone. Looks like we're dipping forward a little bit, so I'm going to bring the threaded rod back some. So what we're wanting to achieve here is have your cell phone in a horizontal position. And once that happens, then we're going to do what we call the swing test. When the weight is perfect at the bottom, we want this to swing only twice and then slowly go down where your cell phone's in horizontal position. If it swings more than 2 times, we know that we had the threaded rod a little too long and we need to bring it up. If it doesn't swing enough, we know we need to bring the threaded rod down some more. So it looked like it swung more than twice, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the threaded rod up a little bit. I'll do 2 spins on that. I'll go ahead and tighten up. The neat thing about this is the threaded rod can move incrementally in very small amounts. So you can easily balance a lightweight device such as a cell phone. And so there we are. It looks like we're in horizontal position again, so I'm going to go ahead and test the swing one more time. I gave it a pretty good tug there, so we'll see how many times it swings here. That's 1. This is 2. And it looks like it's slowing down quite a bit. Now you might be able to give it one more spin up, but you really are close here. You can actually start filming. And we'll just kind of test it out here. We'll move it back and forth, or front to back, back and forth. Notice that it holds position pretty well. So now you're ready to get your flow on and start filming.